right. Folks keep filing in. I'm excited about our time together today. I'm looking forward to jumping in. I'm Akshay Aline. I'm the founder of the Proximity Project, and the Proximity Project has been facilitating Harambee Delaware since for 2 years now. And I'm excited that we're coming together today to celebrate a new year, celebrate our 2023 cohort, our 2022 cohort, our 2023 cohort was actively working with us last year. Our 2022 cohort has continued to stay engaged and connect, and this is a really beautiful community that we're building together that I'm excited about. So I wanted to orient you to what we are going to do today, and then we're going to have some amazing people share some short pitches of the organization, and then we will have some time as well for some small group conversations. So we're here to celebrate. It's a new year. Hopefully everyone's feeling still fresh, excited. The resolutions are still New Year's resolutions for those of us who set them are still alive and well and happening. But we've been you're going to have some opportunity today in the conversation to hear some 2-minute pitches from folks who've been in our various cohorts. So we'll start with those after I kind of do an introduction to Harambee Delaware. After that, we're going to do some breakout groups. In those breakout groups, we'll have a mix of founders and leaders from nonprofits and foundation folks that are in the room. Shout out to the foundation folks who are also here. And those conversations will be an opportunity to get to know each other, but specifically focus on why we are here at Harambee Delaware, to talk about the needs for founders and leaders of color in Delaware. What are those things that the founders and leaders of color would love to see more from the philanthropic community to support their work? And also that dialogue, right? Because a lot of times I talk to funders and they're like, oh, they don't know that we have X or this or Resilia or whatever, all the different things that are out there. So hopefully that will be a beautiful dialogue that we'll have at the end. So before doing that, I want to give some quick thanks. Start off with Morgan Stevenson. Let's give him some love in the chat. Morgan Stevenson, who works with me at the Proximity Project on Harambee Delaware. He joined me less than a year ago, but almost pushing up on a year, and jumped in and is coordinating everything, including our session today. So shout out to him. I want to do some quick shout outs as well to who else is on my list, to you guys in Harambee Delaware that have been in this last cohort, the previous cohort. I think a few people here today as well are already teed up to join the 2024 cohort. But you guys carry so much weight, right, in your community, in your families. There's so many things that you're doing. And in addition, right, you're bringing your brilliance, you're bringing so much sacrifice to uplift the communities in Delaware. And so big applause to you. We're here, right, to honor that work and to highlight that work as well. So I wanted to shout those out. I don't know, I can't see here yet if Yolanda's here. I see other people from Delaware Community Foundation are here because I want to shout them out as well, who they're the fiscal sponsor for Harambee Delaware. So when I had the idea back years ago, they stepped in, right, to help us get this launched and make this possible. So shout out to Delaware Community Foundation, Barclays Welfare Foundation, which gave funding to get this going back then. Funders like Longwood and Laffey, who also have supported to allow us to do multiple years of cohorts as well. So shout out to them and other funders that joined and made time for this conversation today. So I'm going to try to move quickly on my time, but I want those who might not know what we've been doing with Harambee Delaware, I want to go over a few slides, and then we're going to go through about a dozen or so folks that will give a short introduction to their work. And please use the chat. Let's give some affirmation, some love, connect, drop emails, drop resources, links, as we like to do, so we can really make this time together enriching and beneficial. Hey, Yolanda said she's here. Thank you so much for everything and for the team. All right, so I'm going to tee up these slides. All right. So this is a picture from we meet. Harambee Delaware meets virtually throughout the year, monthly, but we get together at least once for an in-person gathering that the Connect and CJ, who's a member of Harambee Delaware, facilitates so beautifully. So this is what you're seeing. You're seeing here a rare opportunity to all be together in the same spot. These are what when we launched Harambee Delaware. I know there's some things people want to forget about what happened in 2020. But in 2020, there were a lot of commitments and conversation about racial justice and the needs there. And so one of the reasons why I started to think of what we could do around Harambee Delaware is that there was a lot of conversation, but there still wasn't enough space for capacity building, for the kind of support that those that are working very in proximate ways in the most marginalized communities needed for the community. So it's designed to build community, to connect us to resources and strategic partnerships, grow our capacity for fundraising, and you'll see some evidence and the power of that. But then also as this conversation, this to strengthen the voice, to be able to speak up about what we feel we need and what we're seeing on the ground in our community. When people register or apply to join Harambee Delaware, they share kind of what they're hoping to gain. And so you can see some of those themes, right? Connecting, right? Being in a place where we don't avoid conversations about race, around gender, around the different things that impact the work that we do, the inequities in the system. And just trying to be able to find the kind of information that we need to catalyze the growth of our organizations. So this is what folks are hoping. And let's talk about what some of the things that we have, what some of the impact of our work in Harambee Delaware. So some of these come from our alumni impact survey that was launched recently. So if anyone's here from the group and hasn't taken it, please do. We still have some time. But these are hot off the presses. Some of the feedback that we received in that survey. This is music to my ears. People know what their logic model consists of, personal narrative, right? How to measure success. And a big thing that we keep hearing is around confidence, right? Building confidence by giving a blueprint, right? For starting, for scaling in a sustainable way in the organization. So y'all can feel free, anyone who's here, to give thumbs up, plus ones, whatever in the chat, and share your own experiences in the chat as we move on. But these are some of the things here. I'm not sure if Morgan shared it yet, but he can also post the syllabus that we cover. So you can see some of the things that we cover, including logic modeling and so forth. Another one that I love seeing, I have an accountant now. I navigate things differently. I have an assistant. I have more clarity. I've met funders. I feel more confident. So connecting the resources, this is great to hear. Someone said they do just about everything differently now, from telling your why, right? Some people will tell you their why today in a very beautiful way. Planning, goal setting, and the one that I also love to hear is, right, writing your budget out before charging, right? So many of us sometimes, because of our commitment to our work, right, we undercharge, undervalue, right, the work that we're doing. A lot of folks in this group, right, are doing the work without getting paid. And this is something that we want to build so that we can thrive as well as the organizations thrive, which is really important to kind of put a note on. This is one that came over. If there's an award for an executive director who took up to 10 or 15 minutes crying during a grant funding call, it would go to me. I had a call with a funder who informed me my organization has been fully funded. Some snaps to that, and wanted to make sure we're on the first to know. And I love getting those messages and seeing people getting the resources that they so urgently need to do the work that they've been putting in. Some examples, and there's so many more. Y'all can put shout outs in the chat. I couldn't fill them all on the slide here, but I know several folks have gotten Longwood Foundation, which is in most cases, I think in all cases, are the largest grants that organizations had received. Teach Zen, Chemo's here, who you'll hear from as well. With our support, launched her 501c3 during the cohort, and immediately out of the gate started getting funding and doing the work, powerful work that she does as well. So there's a lot more stories. Y'all can share in the chat short stories of your successes of funding that you were able to gain. But it was important that we did the program that we weren't only talking about building capacity, but we were really trying to make sure we get more resources in the door for our organizations. And the last two things that I will share are going to the second cohort, we started to put a video, online platform together where our participants could watch the videos asynchronously and the content asynchronously. As I started, our members, our folks here are super busy doing work that it's unbelievable how much how much they're able to get done. And we wanted to make it more accessible, that even if you weren't able to be at all the sessions, you could have it at your own pace, at your own time. I'm excited about that. And then finally, HarambeeDE.org, which we're going to continue to develop. Check it out if you haven't already, where we can highlight our organizations here. We can connect them to funding opportunities, have tools as well for our members, but also there's a drop down for funders who are trying to have more equitable practices in their philanthropy. There's also a section on that website for you. All right, Morgan, how am I on time? Doing good. I'm going to move on. So this is what I wanted to share, but let's hear from some of the members of the group, introduce you to the organization. And for anyone you don't get to hear from in this first section, you will have time to connect with them in small groups after. So everyone has 2 minutes. Morgan's gonna run a tight ship.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you just a quick rundown for the day. Thank you guys for all coming. This is going to be an amazing event. We have our list of presenters for today, and we're looking forward to hearing from them for those who are on the list. You have 2 minutes strictly to present a verbal presentation, no slides, just you sharing your story about your organization. Again, you'll have 2 minutes. You'll have a 30-second warning. Then I'll give you a time. Afterwards, we'll probably have to put you on mute and move on to the next person. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me in the chat, but otherwise we are all set.
All right, Morgan, you want to call who's up first, please? I think I can do that actually. So Erica Allen, I believe. Erica.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Allen. I'm the executive director and founder of Do Care Doula Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit located in Delaware with a mission of decreasing Black birth disparities. We do that in several ways, but mainly we train BIPOC doulas. To date, we have trained over 40. We also provide subsidized doula support, so we make sure that our birthing people don't have to pay for the support they receive. And we have served over 160 birthing people again since 2021. Another part of what we do is the community outreach. This year, we actually opened Growth Family Resource Center in downtown Dover, Delaware. We are a diaper bank. We are a basic needs and food pantry. We host community outreach events such as community baby showers. We also host support groups, fitness classes, and a variety of things. We're just here. We're here to make sure that we're what the community needs. So yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I do not go to 2 minutes. If anybody has any questions later on, please let me know, but that's who we are. Thank you.
Thank you. Give some love in the chat, folks.
Great job. Next, we have founder and executive director for Center for Structural Equity, Daryl Chambers.
Hello, everyone. Good, and thanks for having me here today. My name is Daryl Chambers. In 2020, I founded the Center for Structural Equity, a statewide organization whose mission is to empower and equip communities to respond to structural violence. So individual part of Center for Structural Equity are committed to ending structural violence in our community by working to promote structural equity throughout the state. The Center for Structural Equity focuses on operating from what we call a structural violence framework. This framework argued that challenges experienced by low-income Black and Brown communities are the result of structural violence, and very important, not individual shortcomings or pathology. We define structural violence as a form of inequity where some social structures or institution or a system causes harm by preventing people from meeting their basic needs. And we believe to achieve structural inequity throughout the state, we must eradicate structural violence. So our objectives here at the Center for Structural Equity is very important to us. So we really got a hyper focus on positive youth development, impactful community engagement, and changing community norms. Our team, we are full of what we call credible messengers. And these are people who are born and entrenched in what we call our targeted population. And they play a pivotal role in all the outreach efforts. And these efforts are designed to address structural disparities and to create an inclusive society. And we at the Center of Structural Equity are proud to assemble a team of devoted messengers who must meet three main criteria. They must have what we call social capital, lived experience, and sweat equity. And sweat equity is simply meaning that the mission must overrule the money. And we're proud to be what we call a data-driven, evidence-based youth programming. Our programming is to go beyond the traditional academic by providing an array of stimulating activities, not boring activity, but stimulating activities that inspire curiosity, creativity, and growth. And the field of our evidence-based programs is BOTVINS, what we call YES, or the Youth Empowerment Solution, Arise and Live Respect. And our focused populations are individuals between the age of 7 to 35. And we look at children across what we call the prevention continuum. And that is children who are indicated, selective, and universal. And if you any further questions can be handled later on. Thank you all for the time and effort.
Great job, Daryl. Next, we have CEO of Second Chances Foundation, Janelle Robinson.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Here you
All right, just want to make sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Janelle Robinson, and I am the CEO and founder of the Second Chances Foundation. The Second Chances Foundation is a nonprofit 501c3 hailing from Wilmington, Delaware. Since we began in 2022, we have focused on breaking barriers between underrepresented individuals and access to equal opportunity. It was through me becoming a single parent, living paycheck to paycheck, suffering through postpartum depression and silence, that I realized that society definitely was not built to see me thrive as a person. And not just a person, an African-American, a woman, a single parent living in poverty. And it all began while I was a youth. So as a result of this, I definitely decided to make a program called Girl Talk. I wanted to make an organization that made people like me the priority. I wanted to focus on giving people like me greater representation, more resources and education, different opportunities, and then also decrease stigmas and discrimination as well as exclusion. Girl Talk is a school-based mentorship program for teen girls. Right now, we serve schools in Census Tract 9 and 29, which are disproportionately impacted by poverty. Right now, we operate doing one-on-one sessions as well as group therapy sessions and discussions. Our pillars are confidence, character, healthy lifestyle, academics, and skill building. We ask that you please help us help girls find their purpose through increasing leadership skills, physical health, connection to resources, family connection and communication, and also increasing their interest in college. Thank you.
Great job, Janelle. Thank you so much. Next, we have founder of Ascending Generations, Lillian Oliver.
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Hey, okay. So let me know when I can begin.
You're all set.
All right, so hey, kings and queens. First, I want to start off by thanking you all for this time and opportunity. Itinerary, I want to thank you for creating a space where I gain a lot of valuable knowledge and information. My name is Lillian Oliver. I am the founder and facilitator of Ascending Queens, a nonprofit organization based in Newcastle County. We was founded in 2015, dedicated to empowering young girls through mentoring, self-esteem workshops, education, college readiness, and exposure to culture and community awareness. Under this entity, we currently host 6 different programs. And to name a few, we have Ascending Queens Mentoring Program, we have our anti-bullying campaign with Odyssey Charter, and our annual HBCU College Tour and Free Readiness Forum. As the program grew over the last 9 years, Ascending Queens organization serviced over 1,000 children and families within the Newcastle County and Philadelphia area. Within the last year, we expanded our program to include young male teenagers as we saw a need to respond to the social crisis and the disparity our teen boys face. From dropping out of school, falling victim of joining gangs, and at times even death, the one who was deemed hard to reach ended up succeeding under our umbrella. This is when Ascending Generation was born. We need your help. Every year, Ascending Queens hosts a free college readiness forum following our spring break HBCU college tour, where we already accommodated up to 30 people. Of the 30 students, 40% were seniors and 35% were juniors. During the first annual college tour, 8% of seniors enter a four-year institution, and in our second year, 12% enter a four-year institution. Our first year, we offer 5% of those students a scholarship. The second year, we offer 8% of those students a scholarship from our organization. It is our hopes that you join in supporting our HBCU college tour experience. The total cost for 25 participants estimated to be $9,130, which include but not limited to transportation, t-shirts, breakfast, and lunch, as well as I want to thank you all. God bless y'all. Donate to our organization today. By donating $365, you can secure a seat for our young kings and queens. I'm done. God bless y'all. I was nervous. Shout out to you. Shout out to Harambee. God bless. Follow us. All that done.
Awesome work, Lillian. We have Nikita Robbins.
Hi, how are you? My name is Nikita Robbins Thompson. I'm the creator and founder of Trunk to Love, a 501(c) nonprofit organization with the mission to increase graduation rates and to decrease the barriers to college access. And this is for our first generation low-income minority students. Did you know that only 26% of the first gen population of graduates graduate from college, and 33% drop out within the first 3 years? And this is due to financial burdens, inequitable access to resources, and a lack of support who are knowledgeable about the college experience. See, that's where Trunks to Love comes in, because we want to decrease the disparities, providing a holistic collection of supplemental services designed to empower our students and their families. So with our signature trunk program, when students and families secure room and board, we provide them with dormitory items. This helps to reduce the first year's cost, assuming that we able to fill all of their needs with toiletry, bedding, comforters, and school supplies. Additionally, we want to continue to do our one-on-one mentoring and consultation with our families to demystify the college matriculation process and work as a liaison between them and the school and the stakeholders. So it is our goal to increase personnel, because listen, I am a one-woman show, and I need to be able to have people who can follow up and follow through. We need to build the confidence of these families so they can go into these spaces and advocate for their own needs. We also need to increase resources. It's a blessing that we can give them a one-time donation at the beginning of their freshman year. But when we talk about the families who are really, really in need, we need to be able to bless them from year to year. So with your support, I hope that you will see the vision that I have for my organization, and you will pour into it and give us all that we need so that we can continue to bless the families and the students and youth that we have blessed over the several years. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. And next up, we have Autumn Green, founder of My Stewardship Journey.
Hi, everyone. My name is Autumn Green, the founder of My Stewardship Journey, a financial coaching and education initiative in Delaware on a mission to empower millennial and Gen Z working professionals from marginalized communities who are living paycheck to paycheck. The statistics are alarming. 44% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 expense. Over a third lack any savings, and more than half are living paycheck to paycheck. Millennials and Gen Z in particular face heightened financial anxiety, with over 80% of them citing money as a significant stressor. And I know what personal financial instability feels like. I grew up in a low-income household within an affluent neighborhood, and that dichotomy alone sparked my passion for personal finance. I defied the odds as the first in my family to graduate college. I dug myself out of thousands of dollars in debt, and now I'm on track for a work-optional lifestyle well before retirement age. My stewardship journey is rooted in a personal understanding of the financial challenges faced by marginalized communities while representing what's possible. And so with more than 10 years of experience in adult education, our curriculum and coaching program reflects research-based teaching methods. Participants showcase learning through practical results because we believe that information without implementation is poverty. And so our participants on average increase their net worth by $8,500 in 6 months, despite many of them having entry-level jobs here in Delaware. One participant paid over $30,000 in student loan debt in just a year, and nearly all participants have emergency funds and high-yield savings accounts after working with us. And so supporting My Stewardship Journey is fighting the cycle of financial instability, its profound impact on mental health. It's challenging the ways in which we've settled for financial literacy programs that close gaps in understanding but not behavior. It's disrupting the cycles of intergenerational poverty on a community level towards a more brighter and more equitable future. Thank you. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you to learn more about our work here.
Great, great work. Next up, we have founder of Skate Vibes, Jasmine Hamlin.
Hello, everyone. You guys know me as Skate Vibes. However, through this program, I am now officially a 501c3. So hello, my name is Jasmine Hamlin. I'm the founder of Delaware First Skate, founded September 2023, which is a roller skate academy. Our mission is to empower individuals through the joy of roller skating while fostering mental health and well-being. We do this through our membership-based programs. Our headlining program, Roller Skate Academy, is a program designed to provide roller skaters with a curriculum exposing them to several roller skate dance disciplines, giving the participants the opportunity to perform before an audience, as well as travel as a team, sort of like a dance academy. Thus far, we have performed twice in the televised ABC 6 Philadelphia Thanksgiving Parade, which is a major accomplishment, being that we were the only roller skate team amongst hundreds of dance teams. Roller Skate Academy is the program we're currently raising funds for. Lately, we have fundraised by using personal funds, grassroots donations, and angel donations. I was inspired to start Delaware First Skate because of the emotional healing I felt after the homicide of my late brother. It was my first semester of college when I got the news. I struggled to move forward academically, and I began to overindulge in alcohol. I recognized the benefits produced by roller skating, such as producing natural dopamines, which guided me away from overindulging in alcohol. I later made the commitment to make a positive impact in my community, where we haven't had a roller skating facility since 2010, which is 14 years ago, and the overall crime rate is high. We are based in Newcastle County, Delaware, with a focus in Wilmington. Reports show that Wilmington, Delaware is one of the highest murder-ranked cities in the U.S., ranked at number 13. The programs we offer will provide a stress-relieving outlet, foster kinship, and can contribute to the decrease of overall crime committed by adolescents and young adults. Delaware First Skate measures our success by conducting a survey at the start and end of each program. Our goal is to have contributed to each participant's positive social engagement and reduce stress levels. A great success story is a testimony shared by a parent whose son has ADHD. She expressed how our program has helped her son to focus and be mindful of his behavior because he knew, because he knew if he misbehaved, his mother would not allow him to roller skate. The academy is designed to be year-round. In order to conduct the program consistently and efficiently, we are in need of $60,000 for the year. After learning more about Delaware First Skate, we ask for your support. A pledge of $300 will provide an opportunity for one participant aged 6 through 18 to enroll. Thank you.
Great, great work. Next up, we have James Reddick Jr., Executive Director of the Cheney P. Bradley Senior Services.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is James Reddick, and I'm the founder of Cheney P. Bradley Senior Services, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to better the experience of senior citizens, especially those living in nursing homes or long-term care facilities. Our organization is named after my maternal grandmother, who, along with my grandfather, told my family that they would rather die than go into a home. That was absurd to me. What could be so bad about a home that you would rather die than to be placed there? But it turns out that more than 4 in 10 Americans feel like nursing homes are unsafe. 70% of Americans have doubts about the overall quality of care that they will receive in a nursing home, and 45% believe that it would negatively impact their mental health. In addition, there's a staggering amount of fear regarding losing their independence and the possible threat of physical violence. Cheney P. Bradley Senior Services' goal is to help remove some of the negative connotations around the nursing home experience in Delaware, Virginia, and South Carolina by providing bedding, clothing, and personal hygiene items during our regularly scheduled visits. We also provide the residents with companionship and cognitive and sensory activities to combat the loneliness and boredom that many feel. Time with my grandparents are some of my fondest memories, so we intentionally create opportunities for intergenerational connections by creating space for local youth to participate in donation collection, volunteer opportunities, and client visitations. After our ability to visit nursing homes was limited due to the COVID pandemic, we expanded our reach to include local senior centers and word-of-mouth referrals. This resulted in pharmacy copay assistance, fear of falling classes, and utility support. We're on a mission to make sure that our seniors feel seen, cared for, and respected, and we hope that you'll help. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, James. Next up, we have Courtney Street, President and Executive Director of Native Roots Farm Foundation.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be with you this afternoon. I, as Morgan said, am the President and Executive Director of Native Roots Farm Foundation, which we call NRFF for short. And I'm also a member of the Nanacoke tribe, which is based in Lower Delaware. And that's also one of the fastest developing regions of the country. And we created NRFF to revitalize and amplify Indigenous ecological knowledge and ensure that the open spaces we love today continue for future generations. Colonization and forced assimilation have severed the relationships that many Indigenous communities have with the natural world. And NRFF reunites Native people with aspects of our heritage and shares that knowledge with the wider community. We've engaged over 100,000 people in 2023, including over 2,000 people in hands-on original educational programs. Our programs use art, food, and horticulture to share Native plants and Indigenous languages, continued cultural expression, Native resiliency and knowledge, and connection to the natural world. We share machikpi, which is the Lenape word for pawpaw. It's incredible. It's the largest fruit native to North America, and it's from right here. It looks like a mango, and it tastes like a mix between a mango and a banana and a pineapple. We lead classes and forage for shokinwem berries, and shokinwem is the Lenape word for pokeweed. And we make ink with those berries and paint with the ink. And we also, rematriate culturally significant seeds like Nanacoke squash. And we restore the relationships that our community has with our plant relatives. We're committed to accessibility, and our programs are throughout the region and state, and most are free to the community. NRFF is a relatively new organization, but we're educating, inspiring, and transforming people's relationships with the natural world.
Thank you so much, Courtney. And we're coming down the pike here. We have two last panelists or two next guests. Sharmina Ellis, Director of Edge for Tomorrow.
Greetings and salutations, good people. I'm Sharmina Ellis, and I represent Edge for Tomorrow. We are an after-school enrichment program located in North Wilmington, and we are primarily serving the Edgemoor, Bellefonte, Bellevue, and Claymont communities. We were established in 2011, and we are coming a mighty long way, transitioning from aftercare to incorporating robust training programs for the staff, as well as our children that we serve, children and families. We seek to be able to thrive in this community and to move, I would say, move our programming beyond the 21st century. Right now, we currently partner with organizations such as Big Brother, Big Sister for group mentoring, for youth productions, for STEAM and photography activities, along with music and movement. We actually we're blessed to have Teach Zen come in and work with us as well. Kima Fulgent. So I'm excited to mention that because partnership is what it's all about. I want to wholeheartedly say that I didn't know that I had the need to be able to help raise the vibration for what's happening with our children. What they need really is to be approached holistically. So Edge for Tomorrow is primarily implementing with, partnerships and community to really help these children move through social emotional learning barriers and then some. So I'm going to stop here because I'm being summoned, but I wanted to just say how wonderful Harambee has been. And I hope to see most of you, if not all of you, on the flip side. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sharmina. And now we have Kima Fulgent, founder of Teach Zen.
I would like to take this opportunity, as I often do, for everyone to just pause, take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out, and be fully present in this moment as I share what I think is some pretty awesome, amazing news. Hi, my name is Kima Fulgence, and I am the founder and executive director of TSEN Incorporated. Our mission is to provide young children and early childhood professionals with the self-care tools needed to manage big emotions. As a young girl growing up in the South Bronx, I know firsthand the lasting impact poverty has on the social, emotional, and cognitive development of young children. In the 3rd grade, I was reading on a 1st grade level, and I know now that that's largely due to the childhood trauma that I myself had, experienced as a young girl. Recently, the Delaware Office of Early Learning Advisory Committee released their final report where they highlighted the enormous need for reform in 2 areas in the childcare industry: increased wages and mental and emotional support. TeachZen is meeting the mental and emotional support of the industry. We are working in the community to bring awareness to social emotional learning in the classroom. Last year, we were given the funds needed to enter into 15 childcare classrooms in Newcastle County, where we taught our One Love, One Heart program, a 12-week program that teaches social emotional learning through music, movement, and mindfulness. We need your support with moving these programs into phase 2, which will provide social emotional learning technical assistance to all of the teachers in those classrooms. We are raising funds now to continue our work in the field to provide Zen classrooms in our state. And our state is so needed. Will you help us build mindful childcare classrooms across Delaware? Please visit us at TeachZen today and show your support. Thank you.
A fantastic job. I want to give a big round of applause to everyone who took time to pitch with us today.